he starts hearing these really loud footsteps crashing in the woods. He's laying there in his tent, he's waking up, and all of a sudden he gets this really pungent, like a dirty dog smell, like wet smell, just lingering over his little one-man tent. Driving through the outskirts of Deadwood right now on the way to Spearfish Canyon, but you'll be seeing lots of Deadwood in upcoming videos. Guys, we're now on the Spearfish Canyon scenic byway, and it is beautiful. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Roughlock Falls in Spearfish Canyon, which is outside of Deadwood, South Dakota. There you went. That is cool. Yep. Man, that is so neat. I know. Yep. They're jumping clean out of the water. There's something really good that they're eating that they're feasting right now. Oh, that was perfect. He just jumped right out of the water. Guys, what a beautiful little meandering stream. And they're jumping all over. These little fish are jumping out of the water to get bugs or whatever. And it just meanders and falls. It's beautiful. One of the most relaxing places I've been in a while, where it's just like there's a few cars here but not much, and
they're jumping.
Now they're jumping down here. Oh yeah, they're jumping down there. Just go across the creek and there's picnic tables over here, and they're nice picnic tables. Look at these things. Wow. So this would be a good time for me to tell you the story that I was gonna tell you about Bigfoot. And this, pretty sure it was this mountain right here. There was a guy that was a pretty avid hiker, and he didn't start his hike up here. He started it out behind the lodge, and there's a path that goes around the mountain the other way. And so he decided, and this was just a few years ago, it wasn't very long ago. So he decided, as I watched these fish jump out of the water, that he would leave the path and then head on up the trail, or head on up towards the top of the mountain. And so when he got up to the top, and he just liked to backpack, and he'd like to spend time in the woods by himself. And so he went up there, got everything squared away, got his tent set up, and he was sitting around eating some food that he cooked up. He didn't build a fire or anything, and he starts hearing these knocks all around him. And so he doesn't know what that is. He said, it's a sound I'd never really heard before, but they kind of intensified. He said it was kind of scaring him in a way. He said about that time though, he gets a call from a forest ranger. And the forest ranger said, hey, your car is still down here. We were getting ready to start a search party because you had not come back to your car. It's getting late in the evening. And the guy said, oh, no. He said, I'm still up here. I'm going to camp out for the night. He said it might have been the sheriff. And the sheriff said, well, okay, I'm glad I was able to, I got your license plate number, called family, they gave me your number, I was able to reach you. And he said, but we'll just keep your car safe here for the night and everything should be good. So he went on and he's starting to go to sleep. And when he did, he starts hearing these really loud footsteps crashing in the woods. And all of a sudden, he gets this really pungent, like a dirty dog smell, like wet smell, just lingering over his little one-man tent. And it was scaring him to death. I mean, this guy's been everywhere hiking, but this was scaring him to death. And he said he started cussing like he hadn't cussed in a long time, and was cussing whatever's out there and telling it to leave. And he said he heard it take a couple more steps, but it didn't leave. It just basically stood there. And he said this thing, he felt like, because the stench stayed right in there for about 15 minutes. And so after about 15 minutes, he heard something go on and walk away. And so it was at that point he called the sheriff back, since he had his number. And he was telling him what was going on. He didn't mention Bigfoot, and the sheriff didn't mention Bigfoot. The guy was just, because he didn't want anybody to think he's crazy, but he's telling him the story. He said, what could this be? And the sheriff's like, I have no idea what that could be. There's nobody else. We know there's nobody else in the woods. The bear not going to make that loud a sound, which I know is true, because I've been in tents and bears are walking by, and it's, you can tell it's like a four-legged creature. But anyway, that happened right here in these hills, in the Black Hills. The guy came down, he was fine, but he said he got out of there as quick as he could in the morning. He went ahead and slept through the night. I don't know how he did it, but crazy story. Okay, so listening to all that waterfall, I gotta pee now.